Hello everybody, welcome to my TimeSplitters 2 hard story 8 SGDQ speedrun showcase. Today we'll be speedrunning TimeSplitters 2 on hard difficulty, completing the full story from start to finish. We're going to be using we're using RTA for this speedrun. Usually we use in-game time for the official leaderboards, but because I may need to reset from checkpoint to get more health, that way it's a little safer, we're going to be doing that if I need to, just in case. The first level here is a nice little reference to GoldenEye 007's, or GoldenEye 64. The dam level in there, very good reference, as this game was made by the same developers. So you can see a lot of similarities between the gunplay, the movement, some ways enemies act, mechanics act. A lot of hard stories routing is based around taking as little damage as possible while killing every enemy that I can. So you can see that at the beginning I take a very specific kill path. That way I don't take any damage from the enemies. I threw mine at the floor there to take care of that enemy. You'll hear him die right there. That way he doesn't chase me later on. And then I look down there as well. I don't know if it does reduce your hitbox, but as far as I can tell, it does make it a little harder to get headshot. Like how I just got headshot right there. Headshots make you lose about half your health, which is not ideal. We go for a lot of back punches as well. Back punches are one-shot everywhere, except against very tanky enemies. For instance, like sentry bosses later on in the game and other bosses. So we go for a little bit of a safer strat here, where I snipe that guard across the way, grab the ammo and armor in here. Oh, hi. That scared me a little bit. We're going to take the steam this time instead, actually, because the enemy decided to get aggroed on me. Which is fine. It happens. Very rare for that to happen, though. So we're going to kill them like that. And we're all safe now. We're going to turn off the steam. The reason I want to turn off the steam is because it takes about half your health. Half your health, whatever you have right now, or 4 bars if you're low enough. And so I don't want to risk it. I'd rather play safe and have health left over. There's a very fast way we do the top of the dam there, where we go for a lot of pistol headshots, but that strat is incredibly difficult to do. It works about half the time, so I want to make sure I'm playing it safe. So I'm going to shoot a grenade up there like that, take care of one of the guards, and go for kind of a reverse snipe here as well. Almost hit it. We'll hit him on the way out, though. We'll hit him on top of the dam, actually. It's where the next spot is. I'm going to grab the Anaconda cart as well. That way, if we make any incentives, we can play those games. Those are pretty fun. And we're shooting a nade there to take care of Snow. Just blows him up with the barrels. Very nice. Anaconda skip, exactly. And we shoot a nade like specifically like that to take care of the file cabinet. And there's supposed to be some more enemies that spawn. But because I hit the checkpoint despawns all enemies from the previous area. And turns off most spawns that would have happened. We're going to throw a nade right there. Take care of any stragglers. We're now out of grenades. This next room is... you guys kind of get... I don't know how this room knows that these zombies can wake up. But you got to apparently kill them to open up the doors. Very advanced base with floppy disks. And generators without power. These lights also apparently turn red as well. Why are you aimbotting? I'm not aimbotting. I am just using the game's built-in auto-aim, which is very nice. Very nice of Radical to give that to us. Hi. Take him out as well. Hope you doing well, Mer. Haven't seen you in a while. We're gonna turn on we're gonna turn on the power of the floppy disk because that logic checks out always. And we're gonna headshot not any of those guys, but we're gonna throw some mines on these ones. You'll see zombies for some reason stop attacking you when they have a mine on them. It's very strange. So a lot of times I'll throw a mine on a zombie just so they stop attacking. Yeah, I saw that comment. That's fine, though. Up ahead, there's a couple guards that spawn that are very lethal. I try to make sure I kill them as fast as possible. Like, you can see him right there. All the ones with guns past this point are incredibly lethal and need to be killed immediately. So there's one at the top of the stairs here I need to kill. And I need to kill the mutants as well. Because apparently those have spawned now that I've gotten to the end. We're going to make sure we spawn the last zombie by touching that corner again, because we sometimes go too fast. There we go. I left him alive to kill the zombie. And then we'll kill that one ourselves. So up at the top of the dam, there's that sniper. He's still there, but he's going to be in a weird spot now. We're going to have to hit him with the sniper rifle again. Throw a mine down on the floor. And we also shoot from getting ready. So I get rid of the mines because I don't like to have them. Just in case I throw a mine on my person or in the elevator, I don't like to have them on my person. You can shoot grenades at the floor of the elevator, and they just go right through most of the time if you are actually going up like that. It's a pretty nice little fun fact. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Very specific time in there to throw a nade to take care of an enemy. And then we're going to shoot this helicopter very early and get some good damage on it. And then we're going to go in the turret, shoot 1 grenade. That's about all we have time for, really. And immediately take out the left 2 missile launchers, followed by the right 2. If you don't, those missile launchers will hit you, and they deal lots of damage. And I'm always aiming for the rotors there because it sort of headshots the helicopter and deals more damage. So that's why you go for kind of like weird headshot missiles there. Then finishing the level, just enter the time portal. Moving on to Chicago. Chicago is a very well-themed level. It's very similar to real Chicago, funnily enough, in America. You know, you got a hotel, you got 1 bar, and that's all you got. Chicago. Apparently, so the story of this level is you're supposed to stop Big Tony by draining his whiskey barrels and taking out his brother, and that's it. And then you've taken out, and then you've dealt with Tony. It's a very strange storyline. That barrel, we just have to shoot him below the halfway point, or blow them up with explosives like that. That also drains them. You'll see in a few seconds, it'll say 2 whiskey barrels remaining, which means I got the first one. We kill this guard for his Tommy gun because we want it. And then we need to deal 8 shots of damage at least to that car. That time I dealt 14. And then we'll also shoot that barrel in the floor first. And then we'll shoot the bar. We gotta kill 6 enemies. They call them in 2 sets of 3. Or 3 sets of 2, apologies. I think that's how you say it. And we exit out this area over here. And this will pull all the enemies high position right now. Should be 1 more. Where is he? There he is. So yeah, I killed them all very fast. They had different spawns. And then once I've done them, Marco will take a nice stroll through downtown Chicago while he's being hunted by the mob, which is very ideal for Marco. He's living life on the edge, man. He's got to take those risks. We're gonna turn around and kill a guard that's going after him. The guards behind him are very important to kill because they actually shoot Marco. And when you shoot an NPC in the game, they like cower for a few seconds. And since Marco's escort is timed, you don't want him to cower at all. There's 1 guard I'm waiting for. There he is. And 1 more behind me that'll spawn. Enemies don't spawn when you're looking at them, so you have to kind of keep turning and looking away from their spawn point. Play some pool real quick. Nice. Sunk yellow. We have 1. And we'll always do that in the run. That'd be pretty good to get in a run. We'll shoot the barrel right there, the last one. We take it out of the room early because, we still have to wait for Marco. Then we're going to shoot Marco in the legs right here. Ideally not that early. So now we're going to have to wait for him. This is why you don't want to shoot him in the leg. Just a small little bit of time off. But you shoot him in the legs, so that way the door opens and you can sneak by him. Like that. He can take about 5 shots of damage, so it's fine putting in 2 more into him. I blow those barrels up because I don't like them. They're just mean. Make sure we headshots here, so I think they're on alert right now. A guard fell to the floor there. Pretty standard because I'm going too fast here for some reason. We just have to throw this TNT anywhere in this room to free stuff, to get the member card, which I think is very realistic. TNT anywhere in the room. You don't got to put it on the safe. No, just put it on the floor. It's okay. It'll get the job done. You can actually throw it even outside the room a little bit, and it doesn't even, the explosion doesn't even hit the safe, but it still opens, which is nice. Very nice of the game. I know you did your best. Alright, so we're pretty low on health, and we have armor, so we should be okay here. We have about the equivalent of a half bar of health. We're going to leave that shotgunner alive so that he hits us with boosts. When he hits us, he'll generally do 1 pellet of damage, but a full shot boost, which is nice. I'm going to grab the armor here because I also got hit pretty hard by him. He might have hit me with a couple more pellets than he normally does. We're going to hide in this corner real quick. And kind of walk in a very strange line, so that way that guard doesn't hit us with Tommy shots. And I look away right there from Big Tony, so he walks right into this corner. So I can just headshot him real quick. And level's done. Overall, we took a little bit more damage than we usually do, but it was pretty standard. The goal of Notre Dame here is to defeat 2 bosses and free the maidens. One boss doesn't really tie into the story that well. He just kind of appears and he's like, hey, we wanted to put a cool little boss in something. He is a cool boss, I will agree. You got a giant laser demon shooting bullets at you. Looks pretty neat. Well, I accidentally closed the gate. Now I have to kill a couple more guards here than I normally do. Because they're going to be blocking my way. In this level, you want to leave as many zombies alive as possible, because every time you spawn a new set of zombies, because they usually spawn in boxes that are so large, the previous set will reset to their spawn area. So you only really have the next set aggroed on you. So in this case, as soon as I hit this next room right here, when this fire blows up, the enemies behind me will reset, like right now. And I'm going to go forward pretty aggressively here to take out these zombies. And because the fire has been put out by the other 2, I can just walk right by. We're going to headshot the zombie right in front of the maiden. Free her. And ignore the rest. We're going to shoot the shackles on this one to free this maiden. Because if we open the gate and free her manually with the button, then more zombies will spawn. That are actually going to be after the maiden. In this case, you can see a lot of these zombies aren't after the maiden, but after me. Which I don't really care about, because I can kill them. So I killed all the enemies that were actually after maidens, which is really nice. It means we can continue forward here. If I was fast enough, some guards here won't spawn. We have all 4. So no good spawns. Use auto aim here to hit that guy pretty easily with a shotgun. Get his dual boogers. And we should have some good guards behind us chasing. So there's 1. There's 3 more left. And when you hit your action button on the rope there, it generally puts your shotgun away. So you make sure you're doing it on a reload, so that way you don't actually put the shotgun away. Make sure I kill those guards like that. Good. You see right there, you can see that other enemy reset because I spawned 5 enemies at once. So I'm going to shoot him in the butt so he starts shooting. So some of these enemies are after the Hunchback to kill him, and some of them are after the Maiden. I just have to help the Hunchback kill enough to where he can take care of the rest. In that case, he looks like he's pretty fine right now, actually. We can start leaving. I'm going to go up really aggressive there and kill the fire zombie as fast as possible. That way he doesn't do any damage to me. And I believe I have enough health to go for a fire skip if I need it. Yeah, so I'm going to go for a fire skip. Basically, you set yourself on fire instead of waiting. We should be totally fine here. You always have you have a bunch of health. You have a bunch of health, you can go for it. But if you're very low, you generally don't go for it, as it's very risky. And these enemies usually headshot you. And so I was staying further forward so they wouldn't headshot me. So we're going to have about, what was that, 2/5 health, which is pretty good, actually. Grab the armor here as well. The outside rain will put us out. Very nice attention to detail here. We're going to take out these enemies in very specific patterns so they don't kill us. Now, we're always shotgunning and swap reloading, because when you swap your gun, it reloads your gun. It reloads the gun you're currently on. So I'm going to body shot him and then go for a headshot, and then body headshot. There we go. Perfect. And I shoot the middle pane there just so I know where the time portal is. Those are all the hidden doors and secrets of the Tunnel of Notre Dame. Really? Huh, look at that. A little lore fact right there. It looks like y'all got it. I'm going to go to sleep. Return to Planet X is a very fast-paced level. It's split into, in the speedrun, into 3 parts. Beach 1, Beach 2, and a UFO attack. The UFO attack is pretty standard. It's usually timed. Or it takes a set amount of time each time. But the 2 beaches are quick assaults of about 20 enemies that you have to kill. This first one here is about 30 enemies. And the second one is about 16. You have to kill all of them to progress. There's a laser gate at the end. Generally, you're supposed to use the turret there, but we are very aggressive and are going to go straight up ahead, right to their spawns, and kill them right there, then and there. We're going to sit at the far right side here because there's a gun that spawns right here as well. So there's one guard that spawns here we can kill. And there's Mox weapons as well in this part, and they deal a lot of damage to you. So you have to make sure you're killing that enemy as fast as possible. So you can see he shot one of those shells with me, and it dealt quite a bit. So you see I'm turning. As soon as I hear him spawn, I'm going to turn. I'm going to shoot again right here. So there should be one more set of guards, and I'm going to go forward here. Yeah, now I'm going to go forward. I'm going to swap back to the plasma auto rifle. Start taking care of these guards now. They're all dead. Good. And we're done. Once all the UFOs leave, the beach attack is cleared. On the turrets, the beach attack is very easy. But going very aggressive, you have to be pretty quick on the kills, or else the Mox weapon enemies will hurt you very bad. If the orange shot hits your head, you lose about 3/4 of your health, which is a lot. You can see I'm at about half health right now, which is plenty enough to finish the level. Alright, so normally, again, another beach attack, you're supposed to sit under the UFO there. We're actually going to go right aggressive again and fight the enemies on their spawn. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to kill them in the exact order that they spawn in. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. That one didn't die, unfortunately. So his spawn's going to be off by 1, which is fine. So that means when I'm over here right now, taking him out, it'll be one more set over here. Or just one more enemy right there. And now I'm done. The plasma auto rifle holds only 200 bullets max, so there's no point in getting more guns now, because the more guns will just overflow. Once those 2 enemies spawn like that, you know you've finished the fight, so you can just progress to the teleporter which spawns. There's 2 enemies that spawn in the middle here. You don't have to worry about them. They will just kind of sit there and shoot guns, and then run away. You have to headshot that guard right there, or else he will spawn 2 more guards that will shoot you, and you don't want to spawn guards right now. Because right now, a lot of enemies are going to spawn. Hey, there's that guard. That guard's not normally there. He usually falls off for some reason. This time, we did not get the moonwalking guard. There's sometimes a guard who's moonwalking right near the edge. It looks pretty funny. This is also the beginning of the map right here. So if you were to fall off right there, you would have to run all the way back. But luckily enough, if you do fall there, there's an elevator that spawns. So you don't have to run all the way through. The next part is the UFO attack I was talking about earlier. They give you a very big gun that you obviously know how to use, being as you've just gotten the planet. And it's obviously suited for humans on this very nice, deep planet. And you just got to kill 5 sets of 3 UFOs, 15 total. The third set spawns kind of like right here on the shadow. They run through the shadow, and so it's a very consistent spot to aim at. The second set, as you saw, spawns in the middle of the canyon right here, and the first set spawns on the far left. The last set spawns from inside the base here. So you generally just kind of aim right at it, and if you miss one, you kind of aim up immediately. We didn't miss one that time, though, so that's good. This last set, though, I have to wait for 2 to spawn before I shoot the last one, before I start shooting. Because if I don't, then the last one will wait till the next wave to spawn. So here I'm going to warm up the plasma auto rifle to shoot faster. So that way, as soon as I come down here, I can just really pelt into them so they don't hurt me. Same thing around this corner. Keep it warmed up. And then we're going to keep shooting like that. Perfect. And now we're pretty much done with the level. We're going to go inside this UFO. It's not actually this UFO. It's someplace off screen. But it is very logical. We're going to open all these doors. We're going to get the crystal. We're going to leave this UFO that should have no reason being piloted. And we have finished. Planet X is a very very difficult level because you can take a lot of damage pretty quickly and you don't know where it's coming from. Next is Neo Tokyo. Neo Tokyo is it's a half time level followed by a very action-packed other half of the level. We're gonna get the cart in here as well. Again, if we have an incentive, I'll probably do a playthrough of all 3 of the games here. And so the goal of this level is to follow a hacker around to get to her base, prove that the player I'm playing as right now is innocent, and then kill their boss. So right now I'm making my way to the base to make sure that there's no bug that's going to happen. There's usually a bug on hard mode, or it's very rare, but there's sometimes a bug in hard mode where the enemy I'm about to go test for will see you through walls, and you'll have to do a quick fix for her. This time she didn't. It's that enemy. So she'll aggro on you, and you have to do a fix. Didn't happen, so we're fine. We can forget about it. It's not because I still have to wait for the hacker. I'm going to go to a spot where I can wait so I can get the guns from the previous part of the level. So I'm going to wait here for the camera to go away. And then we're going to hide right in this pillar up ahead. And wait for the enemies to get on our screen. So I'm going to grab some water real quick. Seeing as this is the only level where we use the uplink, I might as well explain what's on it. Blue lines are walls. The pink triangles are all cameras. And then green dots are enemies. Or sorry, green dots are civilians usually. And then red dots are all enemies. The red cone you see right now is the cops coming after me, sweeping the streets, make sure I'm not out past curfew. We can just ignore them because they usually don't see us. Or not usually, they never see us. We take a specific path to avoid being seen. Now we're going to break this glass with our fists because that makes sense. Fun fact about the sniper in this level. It's got a hole in the stock where it's used for positioning in a display. But funnily enough, in the display that it's in Neo Tokyo, there's no way to physically get the gun out of the display if it's through the stock, which it is. So it's a nice little plot hole by the game. Here we're going to go into the base right here. And now the hacker will be in front of us. She's right there. So now we're going to wait for her to very, very nicely open the door for us to get in the base. You can also see a small little texture glitch. The underside of this has no texture. Little fun fact for you. So now she's going to open the door. We're going to sneak around. And we're going to sneak in right behind her. Very, very secure base, you know. Underground, I got the whole laser grid going on. Got many cameras in the entrance. And we're going to be watching her enter a 4-digit password to access it. Very, very secure. Very, very secure. Especially in 2019. You figure they'd have more security than that. Now we're going to watch her enter the password off screen. Like that. Perfect. Alright, so I believe she might have closed the door on us. No, she didn't. Perfect. If she goes inside the door, it'll close. But since she didn't, we didn't have the door closed. Enemies might be aggroed on me right now, which is very rare. Oh, they're not. Cool. Perfect. That's fine. We alerted them. Oh, we got a small little stuck there on the side. We're going to take 2 pictures here of some evidence. Very good evidence of walls. Very, very clean. The evidence there is basically just proving that I'm innocent, that they are actually doing TimeSplitters research here. But what I instead took pictures of is 2 walls because of how generous the picture hitbox is with the camera. So you can see getting out of here, you just kind of run really fast. You kill everything in your path. It's usually like enemies one at a time. There's never really enemies more than once in a row. No, hi. So I'm going to pick up all 3 of these guns, get some ammo. There's going to be a grenade thrown behind us, but we can ignore that. It won't actually hit us. I got that nice little zoom in like a TV screen on it. Because zooming in 2019, you definitely zoom in on a TV screen like that. Up ahead, I'm going to sit at the end instead of going next to the boss, because she will throw the time crystal towards me, usually. Like that. So it's right in front of me. You can see we killed her very fast with headshots. This gun is very good, because it shoots incredibly fast. So, you know, getting headshots, you know, it's very lethal. All the cameras are off, so you don't got to worry about that. There's one guard around this corner. Not really a big deal. Take her out. You know, take those 2 out, guard the entrance or the exit, and we're done. That's Neo Tokyo complete. Now we're on to the second half of the game. The second half of the game is where the difficulty kicks up a little bit. Levels become harder. You take more damage. Enemies deal more damage, etc. You know, the whole shebang. For instance, in Wild West, at the very start, I'm gonna stand still, pull out my pistol, look to the right, and shoot immediately to take out one guard or stagger one guard that's gonna shoot me. If you don't, he will shoot you. It's a very quick action. Got 1 shot on him. There's 1 headshot. Love it. There's a body shot. That's fine. Little shots right there. So we're gonna peek around this corner like this and take out this guard using a cornering technique like that. Basically, the gun is around the corner, but I, the player, am not. So he won't be able to shoot. So he won't shoot at me. So we use that to avoid taking damage from him. Specifically for the SGDQ run. In the regular run, I would just run around the corner. But I want to make sure we're playing it safe here. I don't want to do anything super duper risky or RNG based. Go forward. We get off the cart early there because it has enough momentum to keep going forward and not what is it? It has enough momentum to keep going forward and not get stuck anywhere. Oh hi, there we go. Dark Knight, Mighty Lens, man, thanks for the sub. Hope you appreciate the sub backing us, friend. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Hope we continue to enjoy that. As we're continuing forward here, we're going to kill these guards. There's 1 sniper up ahead I'm going to take out first. There he is. Take him out. And I'm going to go forward here a little bit to start spawning all the guards. There's a lot of enemies here that I want to kill first. 1 more right there. Grab the armor as well. I know he was 1 shot right there. We're going to shoot both those barrels once, so that way the whiskey starts raining. And we can free out the, we can put out the fire in the barn, and then we rescue her. Very, very good of us. The chaotic good. Alright, there we go. Good amount of health here. Got a lot of armor. So because we have armor right now, we can pretty much skip the first armor here. Nope, got a little stuck there. We can skip this first armor and get it a little bit later. No, serious. Thank you very much, Mylons. I appreciate the support. I do appreciate it. Up ahead, we're gonna do a few little kills, and then we're gonna do a little manipulation on the boss here to make it so he spawns a little bit later. So yeah, we took some armor damage there. That's fine. We got the armor behind us still. It's in the tunnels next to the crate, so we're gonna be using that a lot. So we did very specific staggers on him so he wouldn't shoot us. And I shot him in the toe right there so he would stop moving. So I can land a pretty easy shot. We're going to grab some extra ammo here as well. There we go. 31 shots is plenty. And I'm looking at a spawn right now to make sure an enemy does not appear for me. And then we're going to grab this armor there. Oh, I already grabbed it. How nice. Push this. Okay, so I'll just live with that. That's fine. I'm going to spawn this guard right here. Got him. There should be some enemies here. We're going to kill some of them very specifically so they don't stop shooting us. Because walking on this, there's no side rails. So you have to just be very accurate with your walk. There's 1 guard chasing, if I recall, usually. Right on the corner. Oh, there he is. Yeah. And then we're going to look at these edges. 1, 2, and just walk right off. Right to the portal. We also die at the same time. So you finish with health. No health, but we have armor. So that's okay. On to Atom Smasher, a level that is very difficult for a lot of people. This level has a lot of guards that deal many damage to your head. There's not a lot of armor, and it's timed as well. There's a timer going on, so a lot of people have trouble working around that. We're gonna use that to our advantage. Starting off, we're gonna turn off the cameras while this first door is opening because this first door takes a long time to open. So while that's opening, we're gonna go back here. We're gonna turn off the cameras. We're gonna pop the uplink, make sure they're off. And they are. The pink dot is the camera, but it's off right now. We're going to take a little bit of a different path to put certain enemies later on in different spots. And we make sure we go for headshots. That way this guard, or the Peabody there, is not cowering. If he's cowering, he won't take care of the bomb. So it's critical that he's not. So now we're going to open this door. Wait for him.
Perfect.
Hey, thanks for gifting sub to Scrappy Duo. So I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you very much for supporting again, man. I really do appreciate it. Scrappy Duo, hope you enjoyed the sub at Emotes, my friend. Thank you. So we'll go for some quick headshots here. We got a little body shot, which is unfortunate. So we'll go for some staggers. So line up the headshot very easily. Like that. Perfect. That went very well. Open this door here. Crash through. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to take care of these enemies, these sets first. And I'm going to go forward here and force some more spawns. Perfect. So the other sets are spawning right now. We'll reload right now. And we'll take care of the camera on the sentry. He'll snipe, but we'll hide around the corner right when he's doing it. So he won't actually hit us. There we go. We're going to put out the fire up top. Or turn off the steam that's spitting out fire. And then we're going to set the scientist off of the fire. Be a good guy, Harry Sipper. Alright, oh, fire's not put out yet. One more. Nope, not put out yet. Okay, let's put it out. There we go, we got the fire. 1, 2, 3, 4. We should do some mines here. Take care of the enemies without having to shoot. Very nice. That was a very good mine, actually. Took care of 3 guards with that. Another snipe bait right there, where he shoots the wall instead of you. Which is much preferred. He shot a grenade at his own friendly. That's unfortunate. We spawned a guard right there, unfortunately, but it's okay. We're going to be able to kill him very quickly. We're going to throw a mine on that crate, so that way when I walk past it right now and blow it blows up the enemies inside. We're also going to throw a mine to take care of that turret. Kill him. Hey, nice, Nova. 3 days ago. Thanks for the year of support. Huh, look at that. The henchman. Look at that little fun fact. I'll make sure to use that, Captain. So here you have to pick up this bomb and throw it in a dumpster. Apparently that's the exact same as defusing the bomb. I don't know if I agree with that, but hey, it works. You can get the job done. There's the bomb. Diffused, quote unquote. Another sniper bait like that. And we're going to throw some mines to take care of these sentries over here. And we're going to do the same thing with these crates. These are going to spawn 2 dudes each. Blow them up. Just like that. We took a headshot there, but that's fine. There's armor up ahead. There's lots of it, too. Once you get to the second half of the level, the level becomes much easier. There we go. We killed him with a headshot. Again, another sniper bait. We're going to zoom in a little bit here. Alright, if we kill this guard soon enough, then... No, we didn't get it. That's fine, though. It's a small skip to make the door open faster. He just killed me. Oh, wow. So that grenade could have blown up the bomb, but it did not. That was, literally, like, so rare that this never happens. But we avoided it by totally manipulated him. Those things happen, but it's okay. Generally, he's not very aggressive like that. He usually won't shoot a grenade. So, you know, we have to adapt to that. But that's fine. We adapted to it. We didn't die. We're going to keep on going. If we died there, we would have just had to go back to the checkpoint. We don't have to reset the level from the very beginning. The checkpoint is not close, we'll say that. Took out this enemy with headshots very quickly, just to avoid taking damage. Because they can knock you off the pipe here and kill you, so you don't want that to happen. There we put out the fire using the fire extinguisher, or using the sprinklers, a very good method. And for some reason, there's also one over here. I'm not sure the purpose of having one over here, but it works. Exactly, out of sight, out of mind, Chad. Here, there'll be 3 guards around the corner. We're just going to take them out very quickly. And we're going to take a very specific pathing here to kill Kalos very quickly. Or that'll optimize killing Kalos and putting him in the right spot. Shoot a nade there. Reload. We've now activated the reactor. So this guy was going to leave his base and all his guards inside of it. And then blow it up at the same time. There we go. Finished Atom Smasher. All right, so now we are on to Aztec Ruins. Aztec Ruins can be pretty difficult. The enemies have crossbows, and that's pretty much it. And they deal a lot of damage, so you have to be very careful. This level's premise is you just gotta kill enemy. You just gotta kill the golems and take their time crystal. That's the whole premise of the level. To get there, though, you have to solve a puzzle. And do a little stealth section. It's pretty fun, actually. There I'm doing specific shots to stagger enemies, so that way I can take their crossbow. I left that wood golem alive, but right now I'm going to stand still for a second and pull him forward a little bit more. So that way I can set that one on fire. And then he will set the other enemies on fire, and there'll be no more left. So we're going to solve this puzzle. Quickly describing how to solve it, you gotta max the symbols on the adjacent sides. So you want to, that's correct right there. We need a tall there. That one's done. And that's done. That was very, very quick, actually. It's very rare we get a good spawn like that. We're gonna go up here. We are getting attacked by bees right now, unfortunately. Bees are after us. They're a very real threat. They're very large stingers. There are a couple of enemies chasing after me. So we'll make sure to take care of those. Right there, we freed the logs there to get the mechanics working level. We're going to stagger them enough so they don't actually shoot me. Because they don't usually hit me like that. Just going to a couple of quick little headshots. Ignore the rest of the enemies. We got plenty of health here, too. Alright, and now we're clear for the next part of the level. This is when you actually start completing the objectives. All of that, you don't actually complete any objectives. It's very strange. We're gonna blow up those dudes. And we're gonna do a quick little instant drop here. Oh, we didn't get it. There's a small little trick where you can fall directly downwards. Called instant drop. I didn't get it that time. It's fine though. Where did that melon come from? Monkey apparently threw a melon at me through a wall. It's fine. There's a half armor up ahead we're gonna grab anyways. Due to that happening. So the goal here, you gotta stand in a specific pressure place to open the trap doors. So the golems will walk into them. So right now I'm actually going to be watching the monkeys to make sure they don't throw stuff at me. So a couple of them will throw melons at you, and they do explode, and they hurt a lot. I just saw from earlier. So I'm going to touch that golem so he stands right on top of the trap. And this one usually walks in himself. Very, very smart golem. And we're going to grab the armor right here. Just a little half armor to tide us over to the end. And there's a little monkey here. If I shoot him at the right time, I can stagger him enough to open the next door. See, I didn't get him, but it's okay. I can sneak by this last one. So this part, we're being attacked by turning faces. I'm not sure the whole story behind these, but they're aggressive. And they will hurt you, so you have to be very safe. So you have to watch for them. They spawn one at a time, so I have to listen for when they spawn and look at the right one. So I'm watching, so it's that one right there. You can only hit the other side. Like, this side doesn't take any damage. Just a wall. Honestly, I don't know how that melon hit me. Where's the next one? Oh, there it is. Hi. And they do shoot at you, so it's not just like it's not just like you can leave them alive. Like, you have to actually, they are a threat. Although they only shoot one bullet, so it's not too much of a threat. I think we're on the last phase right now. Yeah, so it's just this last one up there. Last phase is right here, so I can go sit at the back here and hit it as soon as possible. And right now, we're waiting for this door to open. You can see the wall blocking me from going forward here. But now this is coming forward. And as soon as we can go forward, we're going to move left very sharply at a specific time so I don't get shot. We practiced that when we were doing this game without taking any damage, which is very fun. Very fun little challenge. And here we're just staggering enemies with body shots so they don't shoot me. Again, they'll die by Indiana Jones boulder running after us. Yes, there's a boulder after us, referencing Indiana Jones. It's a very good little reference. And then I'm bouncing the grenades on the floor here because they split into 3 smaller explosions instead of being only one. I would love to see it too, Night Rev. Now, Robot Factory is probably the hardest level in the game. And, of course, they got to put a second last level in the game. You know, got to do that. The reason it's difficult is all the enemies are hitting you with headshots. Everything deals so much damage. There's bouncing bullets everywhere. And there's a lot of armor, but it's, you know, there's a lot of stuff attacking you, so you have to be very careful. Opening up, we're gonna go again, guns blazing, just go straight forward. Most enemies won't hit us. Just gonna pull out a pistol immediately. Side by handgun. We're gonna blow up this side railing here to, you know, kill some of these dudes early, like that. We take damage, but there's so much armor in the level, we don't have to worry about it. I speed that railbot up to about 20 speed, so that way it blows up the green barrier, and I don't die from it. Here in this level, apparently headshots still insta-kill, even though you're basically just hitting a head with like a light. That's very, very realistic. And we're gonna shoot 2 nades to that bot across the way. I don't think I hit the last one, so we'll shoot one more. There we go. So yeah, he's dead now, which is good. And I'm gonna take a very shortcut path here to take care of these 2. There we go. Usually they don't shoot at me, but occasionally I'll get hit by a bot, and that'll trigger them. So I just have to be ready with 2 grenades to be shot, and that'll kill them. And I shot between their feet, so it hits both of them at the same time. I look down like that to make it so an enemy shoots me a little bit later, just like the Wild West manipulation. I looked away so that way the enemy wouldn't see me. Here I'm going to back punch these guards. One of the only enemies in the game that take 2 back punches to kill. And I'm going to check for where the health bot is. It's right here, so I'm going to grab the health. The only health back in the entire story mission is in this level. And this level also has 6 full armors. So you get a lot of health in this level. The laser gun especially is very good because it deals a lot of damage, and you don't have to charge it very long as well. There's part 1 of it. We gotta kill all these enemies to proceed. This is probably the most action-packed part of the level right here. This and one more part later on. See, these enemies are just spawning in very quick sets of 4. And these old trash bots are coming after me, trying to stop me from doing what I do. I throw a grenade there to take care of one of the enemies. I take care of those 2 turrets like that. We're going to blow up this electro node over here and turn around and grab the trash bot behind me. And make sure we got the armor as well. So we're going to throw a nade down. We're going to speed this up to about 40, like that. So I'm going to throw a nade again. One more grenade. Now. Should be good. Anything after me right now is now dead. Oh, I didn't get the last one. There we go. So now we're going to throw 2 grenades on the floor like this. Take care of any straggling enemies. And the same thing right here. We're going to throw 2 on the floor. Take care of enemies that will be straggling. And again, using laser gun because it's literally broken. It deals so much damage, you don't have to charge it long at all. We're going to grab the armor here as well and the ammo. If there's a way to use not laser gun here, I would do it, but you need laser gun. It just does so much damage so quickly. So I'm going to pull out the electric tool here and give myself a little speed boost backwards. I need to grab another one, though, in just a second. I need to go down here. Do that. We're going to go over this way. I need to do a little bit of different strategy here than I normally do. It's actually good, so I can grab the armor down here. Take care of all these leftover enemies. So we're going to grab the last cart over here. And we have all 3 hidden minigames as well. Very neat little Easter egg. Now all the enemies have spawned, so we can start taking them out. I generally do this in a different order, but I forgot to grab an electro tool, so I need to do an improvised strat. Which is fine, happens. We have the backup strat there, which works very well too. You also have 2 trash bots shooting at me right now. 2 of the roving ones. Not sure what their exact name is called, but I like calling them trash bots. It's a very fitting name. Should be done? There we go. When that gate opens, that's when you know you're done and you're good. And now we're on to the boss level here. Little boss part. We're going to kill the boss very fast. Because this ball bounces off walls, and all the hitboxes on the boss are hitboxes themselves, you can just bounce it off him a bunch, and then he dies very quickly. like that. If you use the plasma auto rifle, it takes about 30 seconds to kill him. But if you use the pistol, you can just wipe him down in seconds. Now we're almost at the end. There's a time portal to spawn, bunch of time splitters trying to stop us. But it's okay, we're going to stop them. Here we're going to have laser gun out for its last little bit. Take out the last few guards, and we're done. A lot of safer strats to use there to make sure we don't die. Yeah, laser gun is literally the best weapon in the game. Now we're on a space station. Now we just got to get out with the time crystals we just saved. It is unfortunate because we do lose our partner, Corporal Hart, who was helping us get the time crystals. She dies here. But it's okay. If you're in co-op, she's still there. You can just play as Corporal Hart. So our goal here, we gotta blow up the space station so that the time splitters can't use it anymore to destroy humanity. Here I'm opening some doors earlier so that way I can exit out like that one I just opened. It'll be open now when I'm going out instead of closing. There's one time splitter after us. We're gonna kill him. There's 3 spawns of him, so we do need to make sure we kill all of them. We're gonna warm up the gun right now. That way we can just start shooting faster. And we're gonna take out these guards as well, grab their guns, throw a grenade on the floor, take care of this time splitter. We're gonna throw a grenade up here, but use the gun turret for boosts, like that. We're gonna grab the space here so you can breathe outside. Because for some reason, this alien spaceship has human-fitted spacesuits. We're gonna throw a grenade in these turrets and blow the grenade up early by shooting it. We did that in Siberia, so we'll do it as well in here. So you gotta make sure it's on the proper spot, too. So also a couple nades here to take care of these enemies. There we go. You get a lot of ammo in this level, and there's only really one gun. At the end, you get the minigun, but it's only for a few seconds. Here, we're going to close this door faster by just activating on it again and shooting a couple grenades out. There should be one more time splitter coming after me here in just a second. So I should see some like lightning bolts come after me. So this part is just like the UFOs, except it's with these ships. Okay, there we go. We can kill him. We're going to get out, get back in. Apparently I can't zoom right now. There we go. Fixed it. Grab the armor. Where is it? There's the next set. So you can actually use the gun. If you're aiming directly on the ship, you can blow it up immediately. Like hit scan. So I like to try to do that. Just practice the aim. You can also just spam the shots. Those will also work. Both methods do damage, as long as the bullet hits it somehow. Next set spawns kind of in the bottom left here. A lot of this is just kind of ignoring where they spawn. Next we're going to get 2 sets of 1, and then we're out of the area. I'm not sure why we have to do this. Doesn't really make any sense because the spaceship can't really be docked with this many ships. As well as the fact that, we're leaving. Might as well just blow it up. And if they don't have anywhere to go back to, what are they going to do? And then TimeSplitters Future Perfect, they also don't even have the, they don't even have that. They don't even have those TimeSplitter ships. So I guess they only have 20 ships. Alright, we're going to kill that guard very fast. We don't really need to be bothered about the guards that shoot. The other ones are just melee enemies. They don't have any guns. So they're not a big deal to ignore. There we go. Take them out. Start shooting us, but that's okay. We're just going to headshot this guard. Throw a couple grenades down the way. So now that we hit the elevator button, we got about 47 seconds till we're done with the level. There we go. Take out all the sentries. And Neil Griff, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the stream today, man. Thank you for tuning in. So it's pretty much done right now. I'm just going to grab the armor and the minigun just in case. So that way I keep as much health as possible. Because I want to have as much health as possible when I'm running this level. When I'm doing this last little bit. Because in the last part, I do a drop down to the very bottom to save time. I'm going to do the safe way of the drop where I don't take any damage. There's a riskier way where you take damage, but that's not going to do that. Because that's a 5-minute time loss. So now I'm looking at the lights to see where I'm going. This is the 5th light right here. Bottom, and then jump now. And we're done. Take a nice little line of the ship, and we have officially saved time and fixed all of Siberia, and the run is finished. We'll take a look at the in-game time, because I don't think I paused and restarted at all. Now, it looks like the time is going to be about 44 minutes. 44:23, I'm going to guess. That's the full run. But instead of I just play some of the mini games they have, I would load up a story level with the temporal uplink, and I would just play it real quick. Take a look at the time. Always gotta see that time. See all 10 levels done on hard mode with the red crystal. Yeah, 44 minutes. Yeah, nice time. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the run, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.